So I'm going to take you through the basics of Blender so that you guys can use it to edit your own videos. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to open up whatever search engine that you have and type in Blender, B-L-E-N-D-E-R download. And you should have something like this pop up. It's blender.org. Blender is a free video and animation editing program. So we're going to use it primarily for video editing. So you're going to go to blender.org and you're going to download Blender and upload it onto your computer. When you open Blender originally, it's going to be in its animation settings. We don't want to use the animation settings. We want to use the video editor. So we're going to go to the top up here where it says default. We're going to move it over to where these two little arrows are. We're going to click that. And we're going to scroll down to video editing and we're going to click on that. And that's going to change our whole desktop. Now, the things that you need to know about Blender is any of these screens can become any of the other screens, which is a little confusing at first, but once you understand what it does, it becomes very easy for you to manipulate it and make it the way that you want. So there is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different screens going on at once right here. This first screen is the menu screen. Any of these little switches right here can change what you want your screen to function as. So this one right now is the info. So this is just the info. So we want to leave that one alone. That's kind of the overall script. Down here, we have the graph editor. See how this icon matches this icon? And we can change it to any one of these. So if I want the timeline, I can go like this. If I want to do the movie clip editor, I can do this. If I want to turn it to the video sequence editor, I can do it like this. So we already have a video sequence editor down here. So we really don't need that. What I like to have up here is the properties. So I'm going to change that. So the funny thing about these is except for the properties, all the rest of the toolbars are below the screens that they are functioning in. So here's my properties tab now. It moved it up to the top, whereas all the rest of the tabs are on the bottom. So this tab controls this window, this tab controls this window, and so on and so forth. So this is nice to have because we're going to go through those in just a minute and set up the defaults so that our videos, when we import them and export them and when we manipulate them, they will turn out right. I like to have my play screen right here. So this screen and this screen are both the video sequence editors. They're the same screen. It's just different functions are up. So you can change these 3 screens. So this one shows the picture or the video that you are manipulating at the time. If we click this one, then that's the layer sequence that we already have down here. So you can really switch these all around and change them to whatever you want. This one does both of them, which I really don't like because it doesn't give you enough screen. So I'm going to change this one back to my layers, and I'm going to change this one back to the video screen. So these can get really confusing if you don't recognize that they are all functioning as the same thing, but you are highlighting them differently. So down here is what plays the screen up here and here. So if I want this to start playing, I need to click it down here. And you can see that the time bar is moving once I click play, and I can pause it again. So down here, I like to keep as my timeline. So I keep this bar, the timeline. I keep this one, the video sequence editor, with the layers on this one. This is also the video sequence editor, but this one's got the image of what I'm going to be playing here. And then this one is my properties. And up here, I'm just leaving this as the overall info bar. So once you have this basic setup, this is how you should pretty much leave it. Please do not click these little corner tabs. It's going to be a mess. There is directions in the Word document that I am giving you on how to fix that, but ultimately don't touch it. It's going to make your life miserable if you do.
Do more, do better.